Alright, and we should be up and streaming. So, let me see over here where we left off last time. Oh yeah, where's Xcode? Right there. What's over there? Something small. Oh yeah, OBS not opening. Quit unexpectedly. So let's run our app. Oh, and I'm also having to I have to get we can delete this one. I have to bring my headphones for the microphone. One sec. My headphones are right here. Let's put it over there. Set up a super experimental, but it works. It works. So now the voice should be better. That's good music. Now, chat AJ. What's up, Muhammad? Following you from more than 1 year and try to learn things from you. Hey, that's so good. For 1 year already. Such a long journey. Thanks. Michaela, hey Martin and Susie. Hey. Just saying hi, not sticking around tonight. Have a good coding session. Thank you so much. Thanks for just swinging by and saying that. So yeah, we're finally back after a few days and we are self-quarantined. It's interesting times, I would say. Let's post it. Where's our iPhone? How is everybody doing regarding the current pandemic going on? Yeah, following you on Instagram and then here. Any open source app project for learning? If I have any open source projects, I have a few. It depends on what you want to learn. You can check out my, do I have it open here? GitHub if you wish, if you want to. And on GitHub you will find repositories that are open. Let's say type public, and you have website. It's my own website that's public. But if you want to learn, say, iOS development, I don't think I have an app. This is Nora, not really to learn something, but if you want to learn, this is super old, 2017, not relevant at all. I wouldn't look into that coding. Let's see, we have Vapor School. That's Vapor. If you want to learn, for example, server-side Swift, yes, you can. You can go to GitHub/Vapor Berlin/Vapor School, and then you can learn server-side Swift from scratch from here on, or on YouTube. Exactly, on YouTube I will have YouTube videos about iOS development. God damn it. So anyway, so we are back on track with our exercise app. And I think one of the next screens we wanted to do is so let's say home workout, right? Because we are all at home right now. And we're going to do some bicycles for 45 seconds. And here, was it here? Yeah, I think from the design, we want to have exercise list view, start exercise. This button right here should start the exercise. Do we have a back button? Oh yeah, but it's not red. Jake the programmer. Hey Martin. Hey Jake, welcome to the stream. How are you? I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody is healthy and not going crazy. I mean, we're not freaking out at all, but we are stacking up some food just like a bit in case everyone else is going crazy and just like buying out all the food. Good morning, sir. Falzan, hey. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, says Mohammed. Hey, no worries. You're very welcome. I'm good. I have at least 3 weeks off of school right now. I'm actually pretty curious how it will how the school system will handle that. If you have off right now, whether you will have to, like, you know, pick up all the stuff that you're missing out learning right now in a shorter period of time, so you still graduate or still end your year at the same time you were supposed to end the year. So that's gonna be interesting. Not only that, but amongst other things. Pause for 10 seconds. There we go. So I wonder if we should have a floating button down here. You know, as soon as you have multiple exercises, you don't want to scroll all the way down to hit start again. I think once you tap on here, maybe you even want to have like quick start down there, like a button on of the cell that says start. Okay, let's keep it simple. Let's do it with that one, with the floating one. Interested to see. Well, I'm a senior in high school, so I don't even know if we will have an event for graduation. And the teachers weren't allowed to give us work, so we have at least 3 weeks off with no work to do. That's interesting. That you don't even have homework. Perfect time to learn programming, or do anything else that you always wanted to do, never had time for it. Go for it. Especially if you think about it, in German at least, school vacations are 6 weeks, I think, in a few months. And if you have 3 weeks off right now, curious about whether the normal vacations will still happen, and then you would basically have 9 weeks in the whole year, which is 2 months and something off of school. That's pretty long vacations. So our exercise list VC right here, to almost 200 lines of code. So we want to have a floating start button. Let's just do that. UI button. I've been grinding my habit tracking app the past couple days and I've been really productive. That's perfect. I think you can release it even within the next 3 weeks. Most likely you have so much free time at hand. Let's rephrase it, so much more free time. Not necessarily 100%, but more than before. You want your laptop? How much is it? Probably not enough charge.
Yeah, but there's an outlet over there anyway.
There is.
No,
Oh, well there. Okay. And back on. The only thing I'm suffering. So, what is the thing? AJ, most of the colleagues, most of the colleges and school are having online classes. Same is the case with my college. Don't cry, that's a good thing. I would never, when I was in high school, I would never know when vacations would start. I knew by that time that people would say high school was the best time of their life and they wish they would have enjoyed it more. And I would just do that. I would just enjoy every single time I would go to school. Still wake up at 5, run in the morning before school, and then go to school. High school and enjoy the time and learn. I'm in college. I'm not. Self-employed right now. I decided to remove the secondary feature and just focus on the main habit tracking. So I think I'll be able to publish it by the end of the week at this rate. Perfect. I think it's a good decision. Let me lower the quality. I'm streaming my stream. So what is the thing that you suffer the most from the current corona situation? Is there anything from all the things that are happening, say school is like school systems are shutting down, bars, theaters, you cannot go to events, you cannot fly anywhere. What is the thing that you suffer the most from? Because I certainly have one thing. Let's go to the setup view, setup table view. It's actually pretty surprising how simple this view is in terms of setup, and still has quite some customization going on. Setup, start, workout button. That's the function we want to write. Hey, now the app is really big. A lot of classes. Congratulations. Quite some structs and classes there. Actually, all like this is a protocol. All responses are structs. Our requests are structs. The dispatcher is a struct, I think, as well. Repository should be a struct, or is it a class? It's a class. Model class. Yep, plenty of files. But because of that, should be quite easy for me to maintain, since all the things are having most of the time just one responsibility, a very specific one. So whenever something occurs, like an error or bug, I know exactly where it happens and what class or struct has the responsibility of this action, and I will just have a small thing to just overview and fix. Same for additional features. I know exactly where to put some things and it wouldn't break anything else. I can't see my girlfriend for a while now. Okay, that sucks. Yeah. Is she living so far away that you cannot visit her? Or you shouldn't visit her? I suppose. View. So let's align it. Let's put it down there. Let's have our workout button at the bottom of this view. Save area bottom anchor. Maybe with a little bit of spacing. Let's see. Constant of. And then centered. Or we could also just have it completely going over from left to right, leading. Is constrained to the save area leading anchor. And trailing is did anyone watch Contagious? We were Susie and I were recommended this movie twice by now. We haven't watched it yet. I would like to watch it, especially in this time. Should emphasize or should make this movie even better. Let's see, height. Start workout, so we give it a height. I want to push this app. I want to finish this app and then continue moving forward with another app. Oh yeah, once we upload this app to the App Store, we will update my website to include this app as a portfolio, and then we will move on to another project that will be web-based. Maybe we'll just always switch between an iOS idea, a web-based idea, and then back to iOS idea, or maybe even start a new website idea and then implement the iOS version of it so people have an even better experience with the service. But always with an approach of MVP and monetization, so there must be some kind of monetization included, so your time you're investing is worth double. Not only the experience and refreshing of coding knowledge, but also in the end generating some sort of income. Dang, this world is turning into a nightmare. Ragemaster, hey, have you watched Walking Dead? It feels like everything is going to shut down or lock down one after another. It's a very good movie. The writer is actually being referred to as an expert since it is essentially what is happening with COVID-19. Interesting. Is it your website? Are you deployed? Ah, come on. Which website? The website I was talking about is martinali.com right now, where I would upload my new app that we're building right now. Once we have published it to the App Store. So let's give it a 40, height of 40. I think best practice is 50 to really serve all the thumbs in the world. Bottom, leading, trailing, height. We got this, and then we can say start workout button, set title, just start. But we want a background of red, but custom red. We want this kind of red. Oh yeah, and then the title color should be custom white, like so. I think when we run it, Ragemaster, no, I haven't. You haven't seen Walking Dead. I don't know whether it aged well, and by that I mean whether if a movie or a series doesn't age well, it means basically back in the times when it came out, it was good, but if you would watch it now, it's not good anymore. Based on, it's just like when you have like PS2 games and Tekken 3 came out, you really thought like this 3D graphic was so on point, so good, and now if you look at it, you can literally see all the parts that are kind of stuck together. It didn't age that well. So I'm not sure if Walking Dead would be worth it watching now, because also the series is super long. Not sure how many seasons, maybe 7, even 8. So home workout. Let's get to, oh look at this, we can set, oh yeah, we can make it, actually looks already pretty good. We can say the layer corner radius is 8, and I think that should already give us a better look. Are you talking the Walking Dead TV show? Yes, that's what I was talking about. Home workout, save, start. Okay, this is our start button, which should be grayed out when we have no exercises. So setup data view will appear. Exercise list. Oh yes, I have seen The Walking Dead. Ah, right. Okay. Hey Martin, what do you think how Corona will affect the tech industry? It's an interesting question because I think certainly there will be a push to remote work. There will be lots of bad experiences by companies because they would think the quality of work that is provided now by all the remote workers is actually what they can expect from remote workers, although the circumstances are different than from normal remote workers because all the people are having their children at home and they're also kind of limited in what they can do as well, and therefore a little bit forced to do different things that they used to do, say go out and panic, grocery shop, and stock up things and whatnot. So I think they will be pushed to remote working, and some companies would have bad experiences, but overall I think it will help the remote work branch, so to say. So in those regards, I think we will have a positive impact in general, or the outcome will be more positive than negative. But yeah, you will also kind of maybe you will also start seeing more people thinking about getting into the tech industry, because lots of people are losing their job right now because they have to be on site, they have to be there physically, whereas all the developers are basically still having their job and they're earning good and they can be at home with that. So people might reconsider their profession and then either get into coding or which also it's a good thing. It will push the tech industry, but also means there will be more people for the current same amount of job positions, which will make the market maybe even more competitive. That's the first thought that I had with that question. I love movies, TV shows, and video games that had zombie apocalypse, like The Last of Us, Dying Light, Resident Evil, and The Walking Dead. Ragemaster, I so much agree with that. I think 2000 and which year was that? 14 maybe? 2014 was the year of zombie apocalypse and whatnot, where basically all the games, like I think Last of Us came out 2014 if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 2013, and then movies came out, and Walking Dead has their peak in Europe at least, or Germany, and even with Brad Pitt, World War Z came out around this time. It was great. I love this kind of stuff too. I wonder if I should disable this button, or if I would just say, hey, if you hit, I think that's easier. If I hit start, it should have at least one workout. It's a quick workout if you just hit start by then, but it's your own fault if you want to do that. So let's say private func start workout action, right? And do we have an alert manager already? We do. Look at this. So we are confirming an error. Actually, this could just be in confirm message, right? Because we don't have a title, so let's rename it to just confirm message. So then from here, what we can do is we can say if the, what do we have up here? Exercise list count is equal to 0. Then we want to say alert list.count. So we want to say alert manager confirm message on self, and then say you need to have at least one exercise. What we can do is instead of count equals 0, because that would mean it will also work. So count will be 1 if we just add a pause, right? We could just, instead of adding exercise, we can just add a pause of a few seconds and just start. We can do that. Fix that by, instead of saying count, we can get our first where the exercise model of kind is equal to let's see, we do have kind, exercise model kind, exercise kind dot exercise, like so, and then let's say Gord, it's unequal nil. So let's strive to get from the list our just an element that is of type exercise. If there's an element of exercise, at least one of it, then it will pass this guard statement and we will land here. If not, it will go inside and just do that. Alert manager confirm you need to have at least one exercise. Like this. And let's just return from here and just add it as a target right there. Self and selector is start workout action for a touch up inside. Like so. Do you think remote will replace work from the office versus work from home? Replace work from the office. I think it's more efficient at some point that we will more and more see remote work for a lot of jobs. But there are jobs where you just have to be there right now. If you want to get married, for example. But if you want to do government stuff, even that could be done online, and people could just be at home and manage documents of other people. From there, they don't have to be in the building for that. So I certainly hope it will replace all the office work, basically, or at least that will shift into remote work. Just you save so much time. All the commute, at least, like I don't know how many people are commuting an hour at least towards work and then an hour at least back home again. 2 hours of the day just gone by that. You know, if they would be able to invest that time into just their own happiness and their own life, they will be not only more motivated to do their work. That's already enough. This is already enough reason to shift the work to home. But obviously nurses or stuff like that, they have to be at work to examine the patient. You need to have at least one exercise. Okay, now let's add a pause, for example, just for the fun of it, and save and start. You have to have at least one exercise. All right, I got you. So let's say push-ups for 45 seconds. Save, start. No error message, so that works perfectly. That means we can go and, oh yeah, there was one thing I want to fix too, which is this one right here. It's not correct, right? We have one exercise, not 11, and we have 45 seconds and not 23 minutes, and we want to round up too. So there is some logic to be done for this, which we can do. Not sure if we can do it, if we should do it today, because I wanted to just stream like an hour and in 20 minutes we're done. We could just start now quickly. Let's see. Start workout button, set title color, black for focused, highlighted, selected. I wonder if that would be, because right now the button doesn't respond in any way, right? So let's save the workout W. Let's add an exercise E for 5 seconds and start. Yeah, if we just tap it, even this one. Oh, set title color, but even that one doesn't change really. That's fair enough. Now let's fix this. Let's have a look at this. So workout list VC, because as of for now, if you look at here, we have start. Oh, actually it's green. We could keep it red, because then we have, I think it fits better, doesn't it? I mean, we do have green down here and cancel for red. I don't know. So start should be maybe green. So many colors. What if we just say cancel is, no, we have plenty of white there too. One thing I wanted to fix too is the blue color up here, to have this one be red as well, so it's consistent. But one thing after another, I mean, we're right now just about to start the exercise view, which is this one. So let's go and try to fix the exercise cell, the workout cell actually. Is the red too bright for the background? I mean, you can use light shade of red. I think it looks good, this kind of red. I thought about changing the background color a little bit as well later on, just revise for once, or tweak a little bit the design and colors in the end. But yeah, the red color up here, oh I see, because it looks a little bit brighter in the stream. It's a little bit darker in reality. So, okay, let's think about it. What we want is, oh yeah, we are actually building up the cells and we are providing the information there. That means somewhere down here, set up data is getting the list. And that also means we have, whenever we are putting, let's see, where do we have our, here, nope, this is swipe, here. So we are having a workout model, we are setting this model. This workout model should have more than title, it should have the minutes and exercises too. So what we're getting here is response. What is response? What type is response? It's a workout model. What? That doesn't really make sense. Workout, why am I creating another model? Oh, because I think before I had response there, I refactored this. Okay, so let's just put this away. This should work just as fine. Hey Martin, finally you're back. Cyber, hey, yes. Yes, I'm back. New environment, new place. I kind of, actually by definition of digital nomad, it is kind of a digital nomad life that I'm living right now with Susie. But we both together, moving on from one place to another, not staying too long at one spot. But how will remote workers meet people and socialize with people? There's plenty of people who want to talk to somebody. I mean, you can still go out, right? In the evening and then just go to events, bars, or go on the meetup.com app and just meet up with people with the same interest, like cooking, yoga, kung fu, football, whatnot. Thanks, Rage Master and Cyber again. Hey Cyber, good to see you. Yeah, the default squad is on board. So let's see. We want, oh yeah, that's the thing. So we have the model, right? We have the model from the database, which is just the workout model, which makes sense. It just has the information about its title and its ID. I think that's mainly it, right? ID, title, that's it. It doesn't have to know anything more than that. But that also means we want to have for the workout cell kind of a container that will contain not only the title but also the minutes and exercises, the amount of exercises, which means let's think about, is it a request, is it a response? How would you call it? Is it a container? Is it another model? Is it a workout cell model? Could be. What we can do is we can use the workout list, workout dispatcher, which we should, to number crunch for us. So basically say we want this one to do the work for us. Build or compose workout cell model from model workout model, and it would throw, and it returns the workout cell model. But it's a view, and the view can just have a response. That's fine. Okay, so workout cell is actually a view. So what we can do is work out, prepare workout model, or get workout response. Workout cell response. So maybe this. With workout cell request. So I'm thinking right now to create these classes. Actually structs. So we have a request here. It's a workout cell request. Make workout cell request. Yeah, it's basically that. Struct make workout cell request, which should include the workout ID and workout title. I think this is 64. Then we have the response. Workout cell request. Response. Let's prepare that. And here we already know what we want. This is what we need in our cell. This is struct. And what we need in here is, we still need the workout ID. We need the workout title. But we also need the minutes. Let's put string and let's say exercises. Exercise count. I think that's more verbose. Workout time in minutes. So that's what we need in our cell, and that's what we're going to create in this function here. So let's just use fatal error right now, so we don't have, what's this one? Throw with throws. Okay, and that means we can go in here, and once we have the model, we can say workout cell response. And we can say dispatcher. Oh yeah, we have to get the dispatcher. The dispatcher is optional, which means over here we need that one. Dispatcher. And we want to say dispatcher make workout with the request, make workout cell request includes the model ID and model title. And then from here we just put in the response. Oh yeah, who? Whoops. Hey, okay, that's a good thing, but what about freelance? What's up, man? What about freelance from your perspective. I mean, freelance. This will actually help freelancers as well, because then all the clients are getting used to workers that are working from remote, not seeing that as a hurdle or anything bad anymore, and therefore being more inclined to give you the job, although you are, say, even not in the same country. Right? So value of optional int must be unwrapped. Oh, it's optional? So let's do this instead. I don't like that I have to handle the do catch. So let's do all of that. And catch will basically just return confirm error on self, and then say couldn't make workout, couldn't create workout cell information, and just return the cell. Like so, and this one can try in here. How's Germany right now with everything going on? I don't know, I'm not in Germany. No idea how it is there. Stop it. I mean, I do get some snippets here and there from my family, so people are also going crazy there in terms of buying stuff out and stocking up their food. Workout cell, I think it's not really different from the States. Let's say set is make workout cell response, and then make workout cell response. This one has a title. How is this one not having a title? Oh yeah, workout title. Title, that's fine. Time level set, time level model. Oh yeah, this is something we would want to. So the title here is going to be workout cell response, workout time in minutes. That is that, and this is going to be, whoops, workout cell response and workout exercise count, like so. So we have that, it's all set. So we should be good on this part. So what we do here is we abstract every responsibility away so far that the cell is right now set up. We don't have to deal about the cell anymore. It will display the data we want to display. The part right here, let's see, the response. Exactly, that's gonna be like this. And we are all good here as well. This is just working right now too. Once we finish just one part, we prepared everything here. So the only thing that's left really is going into our dispatcher and just implementing the logic. We have something that comes in, it's our workout cell request, right? We have all the information we need, the idea of the workout, we have even the title, because what we want to return is all the exercises, basically the count of it, which we need, which we will get by getting all the exercise for the workout, which we will get by using the ID. So we will have that count, we can get that, and we also want to return the time in minutes, which we can calculate by the minutes and seconds of the exercises, which are all included. And then we have the title as well. So we can create with the information we got in here our workout cell response. And once we return that here in this function, we know all the other places are taken care of. So we will have our information in the end in our cell. Freelance and work remotely would possibly be a thing. It's already a thing. It's just not that widely common, and yes, it will be pushed for. I think it will be pushed even more with that situation right now, which will benefit all of us. It will benefit the industry, and will benefit all the people because you will gain more time. I don't think because of this we will have more working hours that you have to be working, right? It will still be 8 hours, but all the hours around it will be used more efficiently, which you can use for yourself, which is great. So what we want to do, and it also throws, which is fine. What we want to do here is what we need is literally just exercise list, and then we go into our repository, workout repository, and what we want to have is actually want the exercise repository. That also means we need it up here. Database manager, workout repository is initiated. Right. The database connection, it's the same connection over there. I think that's fine. So what we need is private let exercise repository, like so, and do the same up here, exercise like so, and could not get workout repository instance. Why not? Why could not get? It should actually say could not create. Let's go into this error and see. Case could not create exercise repository instance. And here let's also say create instead of get, because we are really creating right here. So could not create, and here as well could not create exercise. Down here, exercise repository is exercise repository, so we got our repository that we need, and down here we can now use our exercise list, exercise repository get a list based on a request, the list request. Let's create a list request, list exercise request, and it only needs the workout ID, which we do have. Workout cell request has our workout ID, so we can put on the request down there. And that's the beauty of the request response architecture right now. As you can see, I don't have to think about what the repository list needs, because logically it really needs just the workout model, and it just makes sense here. And we just had the workout model idea. What I mean is what was needed, and we had it here because you know that's the thing that you will need if you want to fetch something that's related to it. So we have our list here, and now we can number crunch. What we can do is we can create another function, a private function, and say we want to calculate time in minutes for all exercises. And then what you have is basically exercise model as a list, and it returns a string. Let's see what we have here. Exercise list has a list. Does it actually? No, it's exercise model. Okay, this is already that. So what we can have is workout time in minutes is calculate exercise list, calculate workout time. Let's use that. So that function has the only responsibility to, from all exercises, calculate the time. And we want another function that will, no, actually that's it. So what we can do is, we can now already say return, or basically let's say response, make workout cell response, like here, and we can have our workout cell request workout ID. I don't know why we would need the ID in the response. I don't think we need it. Really, we can remove that. But workout cell request workout title. God damn it. There we go. And we have workout cell no, this is going to be calculate, and then we have the access. Oh, we have it already there. Workout time in minutes, it's our local variable. Exercise count is just exercise list. Oh yeah, we can make this exercise count is not just count, right? Because it has potentially has pauses. So what we want to do is we want to filter and returns an array containing in order the elements of the sequence that satisfies the given predicate. So filter is included everything that is of, oh, one sec, like so, everything that is of exercise. So we have now just a list of exercise, and now we can say count, and now we can say exercise count, and we say description, so we have from the int the string value. This is our response, and we can say return response. We could also just say return here already, right? I just like this for clarity in case I want to do something more, which I don't think makes sense, but since response is already implicitly the one that you want to respond. But you know what I mean. Can they both remotely and freelance? Of course, that's what I do right now too. I am at my home remotely freelancing on a client project. Now let's do the last step. We have abstracted away all of that. This function is done. It does its work. The only thing that's left really is this function that has one purpose, which is calculating the time based on all the exercises, minutes and seconds. So what type? Let's see, exercise model. Minutes is int and seconds is int. All right, now what we can do is already we know exercise minutes is exercises, and then map want to want to reduce. Initial value is 0, and what we want to do is we want to have the result and the exercise model and then adding it up. So we want to have the result. Let's see, let's do it plus. This is not super verbose, but that's exactly what it does. This is exactly what we want. It will iterate through all the exercises, starting from having an initial value variable, local variable 0, through every exercise, and having this adding to this initial value the minutes, have a new result, and get to a next point of the array, and this result is a new value, which is 0 plus whatever minutes it was, say 3, and now adding to the next, from the next exercise the minutes to it, new result, getting to the next one. So this is how reduce kind of works. So this really gives us all the minutes, and what we want to now is all the seconds, then divided by 60 and rounded up. Basically, I think what we can test is rounding up by just casting it to int, and whatever value we get is basically trimmed off from the back of it. It's basically rounding down. So really, yeah, rounding down is fine, and will even keep you more motivated. Oh, 24 minutes of workout? I don't know, 23 would be fine. Well, lucky you, I'm showing 23, although it's 24. Let's just get all the exercise seconds, which is the same. Exercise seconds, and then we're reducing, but this time we're just getting all the seconds. Seconds in minutes is exercise seconds divided by 60, and then seconds in minutes. Interesting. How about this? Because if this is 3. This is 59 seconds. We should round up because we could be at 0. Alright. I would have expected this one to be double. So seconds, let's just do a playground and play around. I always get highly motivated after watching your streams. Thank you, AJ. Are you working right now as well? Calculating time. Are you working right now on your project? Or do you also have no school, actually? Let's say we have minutes 3, and that's int, and we have seconds 45 times 6, and 45, I would just say it's 6 exercises and each of them are having 45 seconds. Are we considering pauses? Are we filtering out? We're not filtering out pauses right here. Calculate workout time in minutes. We are including pauses, and we want that actually because we want to know how, because if you have 10 exercises and a pause of 30 seconds, that's already gonna be 5 minutes that it's taking longer than you thought if I would only display all the minutes from all exercises and not the pauses, which is 28 instead of 23. And if you plan your day and it's not working out, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, we want to include pauses here. So we have this, and seconds in minutes, let's say seconds divided by 60. Seconds in minutes is still an int. I wonder how much of it. It's like 4. Okay, 7 then. What are you showing me then? It's 5. Is it 5? It's 5 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's rounding down already. Okay. And what if I convert this one into a double, or say explicitly it's a double? Can I convert type? I think that's the only thing I should do. So now we have 525, which means 1/4 of a whole. It's interesting. If we are at, which makes sense, if it's, you know, this is 1/4, which is 1/4 of a minute. 15 seconds is 1/4. If we say plus, say 15, which we are, then we should be at 5 here. 30 there and 5 here. That makes sense. And if we start at 5, one sec. Let's see what the rest is. If we have a rest, oh, is unavailable. For floating point numbers, use truncated reminder. Okay. Let's say truncated reminder divided by 60. Interesting. So rest is what then? 30. So that's the seconds that are left. If we have more than one as 0, right? We want to round up. We just want to round up. Let's do that. So what we can do is, that's what I like about Playground. You can just play around with your code. Yeah, working on remote iOS internship. My colleges are closed and we'll have online classes from tomorrow on. Alright, I see. So you're working right now on, for the whole day, on your project, I think, on the project from your internship. That was unintended. Let's go back to whatever size it was. Was it 14, 15, 16? Let me see. It was even smaller, wasn't it? Let's keep it that way. Okay, so this is the seconds and it's already rounded up. Rest. So what we can do is make this a var and say if rest, basically if exercise seconds truncated truncating divided by 60 is bigger than 0, then add another, just another minute. So right, we're rounding up, and then return basically exercise minutes, which could be 0 plus seconds in minutes, and then all of that being a string. Right, this is an int. We will get our rounded number already. This is our calculation. Done. Let's see if it works. Fingers crossed, everybody, that it works. Just, we've coded a lot of things, and let's just see if it works right on the first try. So we're adding our home workout, saving, 0 minutes, 0 exercises. So far, so correct. Let's go in here and say our first exercise is, what is the first thing we want to do? Bicycles. It's always bicycles. Of say 45 seconds, okay? Save it. Let's add a pause to it of say 10 seconds. And let's go to workout. We have 1 minute, 1 exercise. 1 exercise is true. Is it 1 minute? It's more than, like, we have 0 minutes, but we have more than 1 second, 0 seconds left. So yeah, we want to round up. So that makes sense. Let's say we have another workout, let's say push-ups, and it's another 45 seconds. So from here we have 130, 140. We should see 2 minutes now. 2 minutes, 2 exercises. Okay. Another pause of say 10 seconds. It's how much is 130, 150, still 2 minutes. Still 2 minutes. Let's add another exercise and say legs down, hold for another 45 seconds. Now we are at 235. This should round up to 3 minutes, which it does for 3 exercises. Let's try, oh, we see an issue here with our, that's good, we can fix that pretty quick. Let's add another exercise and just do some minutes, right? So we have our minute calculation in there too. Let's do a leg raises, and let's say we add 3 more minutes through that exercise. Now we have 45 seconds, 130, we have 130 to 15 to 25 to 35, plus 3 is 5:45. Rounded up, 6 minutes for exercises. This is awesome. Let's delete this one because it's, you know, and then we're back to 3 minutes. Hey, this is so great. It works out just right on the first try. Great. And let's just fix really quick our workout list, and that's gonna be it for the live stream for today. I think we've done a lot of things. We fixed finally the workout cell. Let's go into workout list VC, but I'll let you already know that this is the last thing we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna go and get some bubble tea with Susie. That's our bubble tea date today before people are closing down bubble tea shops. So we want to say that the table, what we can do is we can set up the button. Interesting. Where do we set up the button actually? Nowhere. Workout list VC. Oh, it's the exercise list. Exercise list VC. Whoopsie. Right here. Like so. Yeah, right. It should be a floating thing, but we should be able to scroll up until here. Maybe we should add some shadow to it. So set up workout button, and then shadow offset. Shadow offset is of type CG size. CG size. What we want to do is on the x-axis, not really. On the y-axis, maybe 3. So let's also say start workout button layer. Shadow color is going to be black. UI color black. CG color, since we are at Code Graphics right now with the properties, and we have shadow opacity. We can work with that. Shadow radius is of CG float. Let's say 0.33. Let's see how this one looks like, and then apply some opacity to it. My girlfriend will visit today, so apart from that, rest of the day will be coding. That sounds like a perfect day, doesn't it? Coding and girlfriend. So we have, oh yeah. Do we have a shadow right there? What's the background? Let's do a custom white, just so we see whether or not there's a shadow. W for workout, and Y is the exercise list. Not custom white. Interesting. Oh, it's not. God damn it! It's a table view. That's overlaying it. Table view right here. Custom white. Let's have a look. Let's add whatever we don't have a shadow. We're missing something. Opacity, shadow opacity is, I think there was a property that has to be set in order for the whole shadow thing to appear, which might be the opacity. Let's see. There we go. Now we have, and the radius, start workout button, layer, shadow offset. Shadow offset is a CG size. Let's say 6 for shadow offset. I wonder which one of it is the blurry, the radius or offset. Might be offset. Adding some blur to it. Oh no, it's even more. Okay, so this is going to be 3 and shadow radius. Oh, we have offset already. That makes sense. Shadow radius, let's say 3 as well. I think it was the radius. Overall. Add, there we go. Now we have a shadow. We have a shadow. Usually best practice is never use black or white for shadows, whatnot. Obviously white, not, but you should always use the color that you are having casting a shadow, but in a darker tone, which is the real world, which is the simulation of the real world, because the real world is not casting black shadows, it's actually casting a darker tint of the color of the object that is causing the shadow. Anyway, let's see, we can go back, we can stick with that for now. So I'd have to, else I would have to create a new color for just a darker thing. So let's see how that one works out with darker background. Save. There we go. It's quite dark. Let's do opacity to 0.5 and let's just add some exercises. What about just pauses? I think it's easier since we don't have to add some names. Actually, let's do some names. So now you will see the button better. That's good. And the last fix that we want to do initially is actually saying that the bottom has table view should be having an inset. Let's see. Separate inset, content inset, UI edge insets, and then yes, bottom. Bottom, let's say from the save area, we set the button would be save area minus 15 plus that is 55 plus say another 15, which is 60, 70. So let's say 70 from bottom. I don't know whether it has to be minus or plus, we will see. But let's see if that will give us enough scroll so we can see the last exercise as well. I'm gonna hit the hey, have a good rest of your night, Martin. Jake, thank you so much. Yes, have a good night too. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. We are also really at the end of the stream. It's the final test. Final test of... I wish I could just create exercises, but it will tell me I'll have to do something about the time. That's what I just implemented, and I just saw that I should translate the error messages, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I cannot start. Let's say we're adding some more names, whatever. 55, right, one more, and then we can, I'm always trying to add it from down there intuitively, which is already a sign that maybe I should move the add button somewhere. There we go. See, it just works out great. We have the inset and we can still cross paths. See, the table view goes down until here, but we can scroll past it so we can see everything. That's great. And then let's document the magic number, which just means if there's a random number in your code, it's called magic number, and you better document where it is coming from, else you will never remember why 70 and not 71 or 32. So the button has a constant of -15 from bottom plus its height of 40 makes a total sum of 55 from where the button top is plus a distance to the top of the button of 15 makes a sum of 70. There we go. That's the explanation. Great. Alrighty. 3 minutes, 5 exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, guys. Hey, thank you so much for joining the stream, and thank you so much for just talking and coding, having a coding session during these times. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. I will let you know on Instagram. I hope you have a good day, night, and don't panic too much. A little bit is appropriate, like wash your hands, whatnot. Take care of each other. And yeah, let me end the stream somewhere. Where's my OBS? Show me. There we go. Have a good one. Bye.